Well, happy Monday morning, everybody.
Happy Monday.
It's a happy Monday, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I have my special guest with me today, Lee, the statistician Gainey. You like that?
That's okay. That's all right.
He's the guy that has all the stats. If I ever ask him, what is this? And he tells me, well, research shows, and he does it really in a very intelligent way. So, I mean,
I try anyway.
yeah. How are you feeling?
Feeling fine.
You ready for a good week?
We're ready for a week.
You ready for a good week? Sometimes it's just ready for the week.
Exactly.
Maybe it's sometimes.
Whatever the Lord has for us,
Maybe it's sometimes.
Right.
I'm not ready for the week, right? It's just like, leave me alone. Don't ask that question, right? But well, Lee, I'm so thankful that you are joining me today. I have been enjoying having different people in on Monday. I'm sorry about something. I'm sorry that I didn't ask you first.
Oh, that's no problem.
I asked some other people first. Please don't take it personally, but I was saving you for just the right time.
Okay.
When something big is going to occur.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And I think,
I feel honored then.
So we're going to have a big announcement in a second.
Great.
Big announcement. Yeah. Yeah, we could practice that. We could say, big announcement. Yeah. Hey, we didn't even have to practice. That was really good. Can we say it a little bit more emphatically?
I'll try.
Yeah, and more emphatically.
I'll try.
Big announcement. Yeah.
How's that?
That was pretty good, I thought. Now, Lee is very quiet most of the time, but he's not really as quiet as you all think. But now, most of the time you see Lee behind the scenes, and he's doing an expert job on our sound and our technical. And Lee, I just want to say officially thank you for all that you've done through COVID and everything. I know we've talked about it before, but boy, we could not do it. And I think that, for you and Landon and all of the tech guys, and Miriam too, because Miriam's been a big help, and Kyle as well. You guys were raised up for such a time as this, at this time. We've added so much, so many details underneath, some things that people don't see. It's like, wow, how did that happen? Most of the time, this is what happens, right? I can't hear so-and-so, or turn the volume up, and all of that. And we all understand what that is, right? Hopefully you're not saying that today. Please don't say that today. And if you're saying it today, it's not Lee's fault, because Lee's behind Lee's in front of the camera, not behind it, But Lee has done such a great job. But, Lee is one of our deacons at the church. And I value just your spiritual leadership and everything that God is doing through you, and both you and Miriam have been just a great example for our church, and really a refreshing touch. And just want to thank you for that. Also, Lee is one of our Sunday school teachers, so Lee just does just about everything. You didn't know this? Well, maybe you did. You probably all do, that he's a professor. I know UNF and also Santa Fe. And boy, you have had a full load.
Oh, yeah.
You've actually had to figure out all this virtual stuff too, personally, with UNF.
Right, exactly.
And so you've had to record stuff, record lectures, and that's got to be very stressful when you're trying to. I'm just doing it for our church family. You're doing it for, students that come and are learning, but I know that they're gaining from it. But I just wanted to just let you know, just Lee is such a blessing to me, and so thankful for him. I will say this to you, Lee. First of all, I want to give you a mug just for thanks. Do you have a mug yet?
Actually, I do.
I can't give a mug away to save my life, but I made you some coffee. You want to try the coffee?
I'll give it a try, sure.
How's that? I know I slurped. Chrissy is recording for us. She said I slurped. Let's try this again. I'm going to not. You didn't slurp,
I
did you?
didn't slurp at all.
Yeah.
Much better.
They heard you too. It's like, much better. It's like Chrissy's not in the background saying much better, or you slurped, or whatever. Very sorry I slurped. How's that taste?
A little on the weak side.
Pretty watered down, isn't it?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah,
Very watered down.
Really, really watered down.
Really watered down.
Can I tell you a secret? And I meant to say this last week with Vernon, but I didn't. And Vernon played along. We had some fun with it, but I meant to say it. I don't want to deceive you. It's just water.
It's water.
It's water. So it's not even watered down coffee. It's just plain water. But, so I can't give you a mug. You want to take the mug and give it. Everybody's been offering to take it and give it away to people.
Is this the same one you use every week? Has it been cleaned?
Not really, but is that okay?
I guess it is now.
I mean, it's got cobwebs or there's some
Something
like little
floating
piece of
in there.
dirt in there, but go ahead, take a sip. It's okay.
I'm good for now.
You're under the protection of God. So I'm just joking. We're joking. We're joking. It's clean. He knew that. We were just having fun. All right. So, Lee, tell me a little bit, and we're going to sort of tie this in with a scripture, sort of give you something to think about today and something to start your week off with. In fact, let me share the scripture first, and we're going to talk, okay? I came across this yesterday at a funeral that I did, and I was just thinking about that work that God does in our lives. And it says in Philippians chapter 1 and verse 6, it says, being confident of this very thing, that he who has begun a good work in you will complete it until the day of Jesus Christ. I am thankful that we have a God who completes the job. But, and I said something Sunday, yesterday morning about the fact that what we do here in life is really preparation grounds for eternity. And God is refining us and completing us. As we're a child of God, we're saved already, but he's refining and completing us. It just doesn't happen. He's working on us every day and working on the little details. Like, for instance, I'll think about your hair for a moment. Your hair's always like perfect in place and everything's good. Now, I see a little bit of gray there, but you're good. I mean,
At least you can see hair.
yeah, at least you can see hair. That's very good. I'm not making that because last week I got in big trouble with Chrissy. I'm not saying a word. So, Jason, I'm not saying a word. I didn't. That was Lee's fault. He said it. Anyway.
Oh, it didn't have any particular in mind.
But I know that somehow, some way, you just wake up in the morning and your hair just looks like that, right?
Well, it takes a little bit of preparation.
A little bit of preparation,
bit.
yeah. If you ever so you do have to comb it and all of that. So it doesn't wake up, it's not like a helmet. You actually have
No,
hair, so
actually,
you have to.
yeah. It only takes a few minutes, but it's.
Only takes a few minutes, yeah.
I've got my morning routine.
Do you ever just like get up and say, Miriam, I am not doing anything with my hair. I'm not brushing my hair. I'm just working on the house, and your hair is just like, does it just like stand up and stuff, or?
Well, it doesn't usually stand up, but my hair's never really had much standing up to it.
Okay.
But I don't comb it or anything like that. I don't spray it down. I have to use a lot of hairspray actually to keep it in place.
Well, Lee used his hairspray. I use gel. Any gel that I can get my hands on. But used to use some. When I was younger. When I was cool, like a little mousse and stick the hair up and everything. Bad. Don't do it. Please don't do it. Anyway, Chrissy's cringing over there as she's like, what in the world are you talking about now? Let's get on with things. Okay. But let's think about this. Our life is full of preparation. Getting, for us, in the morning time, is just really, doing our hair, making sure it doesn't look like, we just woke up out of bed. Sometimes trimming our beards. You have a beard. I have my little goatee, whatever you want to call it. My lack of facial hair. I tried growing my beard in No Shave November a couple of years ago, and it really, at the end of the month, it really looked like I was just starting to grow it. So no beard for me except for the goatee. But we pick out our clothes for the day. We get all those if we have to get them ironed or get them worked out, cleaned or whatever. Or cleaning the coffee cup, right. Making sure that now you drink coffee. You do drink coffee.
I do drink coffee. Yes.
Me and you have grown up, so now we can drink coffee.
I only started drinking it several months ago.
Oh, so how's that going? You like it?
It's okay. It's not.
Do you drink it? Do you drink it just straight black, or do you
Definitely
like creamer?
Not. No, I have to have creamer. Splenda. Use Splenda. No sugar. Use Splenda. I like some vanilla flavoring in there. That's pretty good.
Maybe in the comment section below, might want to put in there what you like to drink with your coffee. I do syrups. I like the syrups, different type of syrups and everything. And Christy and I have gotten into this cashew milk, which is really good, and it's very creamy. And text me and we'll let you know about that. Anyway, has nothing to do with anything other than the fact, our life is all about completion, or actually all about preparation, and God is completing that work in us. And I think about how He works in our lives, how He refines us. And sometimes circumstances do refine us. But the greatest refining that can take place is, the Word of God and what God can do. in our lives. So that's a devotional thought for the day. Thankful that God, when He starts a project, by the way, in us, we're projects, right? Projects in the working, right?
Big project here.
He doesn't give up. He's waiting, and He's doing the best work of anybody. And I know we've talked about this the last couple of weeks. There's projects probably at our houses right now. They ain't finished, right? You have any projects that aren't finished? Or?
Oh, many.
Yeah.
Yes, many started, but a few have finished. But something to look forward to.
Now, do you start a project? Do you do a project? Do you start one project and want to carry it to completion, or do you have several going on at the same time and it's just,
I
whichever?
usually like to start one thing and get it finished
Yeah.
before I start something else. Having too many things going is stressful for me.
Yeah. So, with that said, just know this. God is working. He is completing. Sometimes we don't see the work that He's doing, but let's be thankful this morning that, boy, God, when He does a work, He does a great work. So, well, that's the thought for the day. Now, let me give you a couple of announcements. Remember, we have a big announcement coming up. Just teasing you, but it's going to be a big announcement, really big announcement. But don't want to forget tonight, 7 p.m., Monday school. Ernie and Carol, still in the book of Isaiah. Really, it's been just a fantastic study.
Sure.
And if you, will share that with as many people as you can, please get as many people on tonight as you can. 7 o'clock tonight, Monday school. You don't want to miss out on that. And then also as well, Wednesday evening, of course, everything starts at 6:45. The adults in the sanctuary, we're going through the book of Colossians. The Awanas, which I know Miriam's a part of,
All right.
and so she's enjoying that. Aren't you
Yes.
glad you're in the sanctuary?
Oh, yeah.
Me too. But we have leaders that are doing a fantastic
We do.
job. But Awanas starts at 6:45 in the Family Life Center. So parents, moms and dads, grandmas, grandpas, those of you who bring in children, bring them to the Family Life Center. That's where we begin for the opening ceremony. But then you want to pick them up at 8 o'clock. And I will say this: I've been getting out early on Wednesday nights.
Yeah.
I got complaints.
Oh,
Yeah.
about getting out
Patty,
early?
yeah. Patty
Oh,
looked at me
okay.
the other night. She said, Chris, I'm not one to tell you to be a little bit more long-winded, but you need to be a little bit more long-winded. And I was like, oh, really? I've been given permission now. So, no. Actually, what's going to happen, we go from 6:45 to 7:45.
Right.
We let the adults out. And I've instructed Patty, I'm going to let you know because a lot of parents are there gathered. So if we get done at 7:45, just go wait out at the gate. They'll bring your children down when they're ready. But the children are going till 8 o'clock, so that they have to have that. But anyway, but that's what that is. So Wednesday evening, and of course, Shine students, 6:45 as well in the youth wing. And we're actually in the talks right now of getting everything prepared for our new building as well, and it's going to be exciting when we can open up to different groups and all kind of new things. It's going to be fantastic, and it's great. It looks good in there. So, and you saw it the other day,
Yes, it
so
looks great.
it's exciting, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah. Now, big announcement coming up in a second. But also want to let you know, and I've not been mentioning this, and I think this is important as a pastor. How can I be a Southern Baptist pastor and not mention this, right? But as you're giving, thank you for your giving. Some are giving in-house. At church, we don't really take up an offering, but we have offering plates that are out of the doors when people are leaving. And thank you for giving faithfully, church. We have to keep things going and keep ministering as a church in our community. But also thank you for those that are giving online. I think it's been a blast for a lot of people, and having a lot of people tell me thank you for the online giving, because it's such a good thing. The younger generation, a lot of them don't even have checkbooks. So how do you function with a checkbook? You have a checkbook, don't you?
No, actually, we don't.
Oh, you don't. So you got.
No, we don't.
So can I group you as a younger generation?
Sure.
Yeah.
That's great.
That's what Lee thinks anyway. He's younger.
That's fine
Anyway.
with me. That's fine with me.
But and maybe some of y'all it's like your home phone. You're just sort of getting rid of the home phone or getting rid of the
that too.
checkbook and everything digital, right? So, but I will say this to you: giving online, and thank you for giving to the Fast and Furious down payment drive. I still, in fact, as we're talking to you today, I forgot to figure out what we had yesterday and where we are. So we'll give you an update very, very soon on what the total was brought in on the Fast and Furious. But I will say this: anything you give to the building fund starting this week, is going to go back into helping us pay our mortgage off and everything. So anything that you can give, please, above and beyond your tithe, we appreciate it. Now, I think that's all announcements. Miss Tech person over there that is being invisible and not really saying anything. I've covered all the announcements, haven't I? Hopefully you were listening and not bored to tears. So she listens well. She does good. But here's the big announcement, right, for this. We've been praying about a time that we would go to our next phase. We've already introduced children and everything. But starting the first Sunday of, you ready for this, Lee? November.
Wow. November.
First Sunday in November, we are going to have what I'm calling, and I don't know if anybody else has this or not, but this is what we're calling it, One Family Day. And the first Sunday in November, that's we were going to be bringing back Sunday school small groups. We're going to let you know how that's going to go. We've got a couple of weeks to communicate that to you. So today is just giving you the announcements with that. And also, we will be going back to our traditional 10 a.m. worship time. And that's on Sunday mornings. Now, Sunday evenings, 6 p.m., always going to be the same. And Wednesday evening, 6:45 still. But starting the first Sunday in November, 10 a.m., and all we're doing is we're asking, and I think people have been really great, haven't they, in helping us. Respecting one another. A lot of people still wearing their masks, and it's helping to distance and doing all those things because, whether we like it or not, there's still a good number of people that still, really afraid of, not wanting to catch anything or anything like that. I'm sure there's a stat out for that.
Lots of stats out there for a lot of that, but most people are ready to get back to normal. I can tell you that for sure.
Really, the statistician, most people ready to get back to normal, and they are. And me and you, I know we are, and we've tried to be very careful about that balancing act that we make, and we've talked a lot. Me and Lee have talked a lot about that, and so. But the first Sunday in November. And that's going to be the first Sunday that we're going to go 10 a.m. worship, but 9 a.m. Sunday school small group. We're going to let you know how that's going to lay out. Just help us with that if you can, and just be praying about that. But that's what we feel like it's time. And also, want to just let you know of another exciting thing. Me and Lee, we've been talking about the possibility of offering sort of an online, maybe even an in-person online / hybrid type of situation where we do a study on mental health.
Right.
A lot of people need that.
Definitely.
A lot of people struggling there.
The stats before COVID indicated that a lot more people, especially young people, are struggling with anxiety, with depression, with loneliness, and that's only been exacerbated. It's only gotten worse with COVID and all of the stress that's brought. So definitely some needs out there, all around us, and I think it would be something good for us to try to provide to everyone.
And that's something we've really been talking and praying about. I feel like we need to offer that, and so you'll be hearing more about that when I've been actually letting Lee get his classes and everything taken care of, because it's been a lot of stress on you and a lot of anxiety getting all that together. Most professors are anxious about getting their virtual classes online, or most teachers are, it doesn't work for me. It doesn't sound as intelligent when I say it, so just trust this guy. He's good. Anyway, is it time? It's time. Are you giving me the sign that it's like I'm over? Yeah. 47 minutes?
Hold on. I might be wrong.
No, she's wrong.
Going 20 minutes.
We've been going 20 minutes, so it's time. She said 47 minutes. She wanted to make me panic, right? Well, I will say this. I think that's enough announcements for today, aren't you?
That's great.
I hope you have a
Big
great week.
announcement out there, so we're good.
The big announcement, right? And so as we leave you today, we're going to take a sip of our coffee. We're going to slurp it. Our water coffee, right?
That's good.
Hey, appreciate you, and hope you have a great week, Lee.
Love you too, Brother Chris.
All right, we love you guys. Y'all have a great day, and just know this: we love you, and we're praying for you, and we're going to pray that you'll just continue to walk in victory, as we know that we have victory in Jesus. God bless you. Have a great Monday, and have a great week.